I've already done a video showing you how to make lighter vegan meringues and mousses, but today I want to show you how to make a thicker, rich, deep dark chocolate mousse. This is a really useful, simple technique that uses a whipping siphon. I really like this technique because it's both simple and very versatile. You can use a range of different flavours, and because we're not using dairy in this mousse, the flavour of the chocolate comes through really clean and clear, so it's a good idea to use a really nice high quality chocolate for this. Fundamentally, what we're going to do is make a chocolate puree that we can aerate in the whipping siphon, and the way that we're going to do that is using agar. Agar is an ingredient that's unfortunately often misused, and people often use too much of it and make these quite rubbery gels with it, and I'm not into that at all. But what it is really great for is making a light gel of something and then blending that gel to a puree or fluid gel. These have a lovely smooth texture and a great flavour release, and you can then aerate them in a whipper, which is one of the simplest and most versatile ways that you can make a mousse. And one of the great things with this on a practical level is that once your mousse is in the siphon, you can hold that in the fridge just until you're ready to dispense and use it. So let's go through the technique and the recipe, and you'll be able to find all the details for the recipe down in the description. So to begin making my mousse, I heat up 700 grams of water with 250 grams of caster sugar, 50 grams of cocoa powder, and 5 grams of agar. I want to mix these well and then bring them to a simmer. Then I pour this hot liquid mixture over 300 grams of chocolate. I'm using a really nice dark chocolate from Valrhona. Then you stir in 50 grams of your choice of flavoured spirit. So rum works really nicely, Cointreau works really nicely, and in this instance I'm using a distillation that I make myself of tonka beans. This is one of the areas of the recipe that you can be really creative with the flavours that you want to include. We mix everything well to make sure that it's all combined and the chocolate is melted nicely, and then we let this mix set into a gel in the fridge. Once it's set, you can remove this chocolate gel and then place it in a blender and blend it well to a smooth puree. Next, we'll take that chocolate puree and place it into a whipping siphon, and then we're going to charge the siphon with nitrous oxide. You get a slightly different texture of mousse depending on whether you use 1 or 2 charges. And that's the basic technique, and that idea of setting a gel, then pureeing it and then aerating it is really adaptable for a bunch of different savoury or sweet flavours. And then you've got this chocolate mousse, which is either ready to serve on its own or use as part of a dessert. You can dispense it into moulds and freeze it, or you can even poach it in liquid nitrogen. I don't have a version of this on the menu at the minute, but it's such a useful and versatile technique for making vegan mousses that I wanted to share it with you. I hope you found that interesting and useful, and if you make the recipe, drop me a message in the comments and let me know how you get on with it. Give me a like and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more of these types of videos, and thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.